My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wait till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded it. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will jump up. Game's first score here this afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Moving like
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
The first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
19 seconds.
They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his groove, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had so much shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. The goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Julian O'Quinn coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lead it out left to Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. from the shotgun to give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'm going to have to keep carrying it, thank you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That'll be complete to Tyree Cleveland. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Right side, Claypool's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A solid stiff arm. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Rodgers to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 and a gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did, so you got to...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 14.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with it. You know, if that's a veteran.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyree Cleveland, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Packers 34, Lions 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Samori Toure with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
41, Lions 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. Trying to lay one up deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just ripped it off the top. Cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Yeah. New toys. Convoy. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy.